voyez le vlog qui a été fait en Belgique, vous allez voir aussi les péripéties qui me sont arrivées le même soir où j'ai enregistré la première vidéo qui s'appelle Hi 25. Ok, donc du coup vous allez voir les backstage de ce qui s'est passé, pourquoi j'ai mis autant de temps à publier mes vlogs alors qu'ils étaient déjà tout préparés, tout bien fait et tout. Pourquoi il y a eu un mois entre les deux vlogs, donc le I-25 et j'ai été convoquée au tribunal, parce qu'entre temps en fait il s'est passé plein de choses et que voilà. Et qu'en plus il y a donc cette partie là et puis il y a une partie administrative et puis il y a les litiges avec la location, puis il y a le voisinage et puis il y a le drug abuse et puis voilà. Donc en fait ça s'embouteille et du coup ça me fait perdre du temps et du coup il faut que je me mette dans une bonne dans un bon mood, dans un bon mindset avant de faire mes vidéos. Donc je préfère toujours attendre d'être à un bon niveau dans ma forme, d'avoir une bonne énergie, de me sentir bien et de me sentir prête à faire une vidéo où je vais parler de choses qui sont pas forcément plaisantes mais qui sont utiles, parce qu'il y a des gens qui rigolent, qui disent elle raconte je sais pas quoi, mais ça change rien puisque regarde où elle est. En fait non, je suis pas le genre un peu maniaque crazy, c'est-à-dire je sais que c'est pas bien mais je continue à le faire en me disant que ça va faire changer les choses, alors je sais que c'est impossible que ça change les choses, c'est pas mon style, c'est-à-dire que si je continue à faire des choses comme ça et que je deviens de plus en plus publique alors que je suis quelqu'un de très privé de base, surtout sur ma vie privée, si je deviens très public par rapport à ça, c'est que j'ai déjà vu, par rapport à d'autres choses, des comportements s'améliorer. Peut-être pas dans le voisinage, peut-être pas avec les litiges en propriétaire, mais j'ai vu. Donc, moi, je me base sur le concret. Je ne suis pas une personne de l'espoir. Genre, peut-être que plus on en fera, peut-être qu'un jour... les gens oublieront. Non, je suis pas comme ça. Donc voilà. Donc je ne suis pas ce genre de personne là. Donc si vous me voyez faire ce genre de contenu, c'est parce que je sais que ça a une utilité publique et privée. Après, comme je dis, comme j'ai entendu le dire et que je le comprends tout à fait, et que je suis très sociale, donc je comprends l'opinion des gens, les gens comprennent ce qu'ils ont envie de comprendre. Et les gens acceptent ce qu'ils ont envie d'accepter. Et les gens, voilà, ils comprennent ce qu'ils ont envie de comprendre. Donc il y a des gens qui ne vont pas comprendre parce qu'ils n'ont pas envie, pas parce qu'ils ne peuvent pas, mais parce qu'ils n'ont pas envie. Puis il y a des gens qui vont comprendre. Et puis voilà, moi tout ce que je veux, c'est parler aux gens qui comprennent et parler aux gens qui comprennent. Voilà. Les autres, ils sont même pas obligés d'écouter. Ils ne sont même pas obligés d'écouter et de regarder. Donc s'ils comprennent pas, moi je peux rien y faire. Je suis dans un caca pas possible. Je ne comprends pas comment j'ai pu ne pas utiliser mon MacBook pendant un mois et puis le réutiliser pour sauvegarder les vidéos que j'avais faites entre temps et donc utiliser mon mot de passe. Et là donc j'ai sauvegardé les vidéos ce week-end. On est mardi, impossible de me souvenir de mon mot de passe, impossible. J'ai un trou noir. Je me souviens juste d'un chiffre que j'ai changé il y a, je sais pas moi, peut-être 2 mois, et c'est tout. Je ne me souviens plus des lettres. J'ai oublié toutes les lettres et j'ai oublié même le geste. Parce parce que des fois, je me souviens pas des lettres, mais je me souviens des gestes exacts. Et là, trou noir. Je sais pas. Je sais plus. Et je l'ai utilisé genre il y a 3 jours. Et avant ça, je l'ai pas utilisé pendant plus de 3 semaines. 1 mois, genre. Je suis perdue, je suis choquée, je sais pas quoi faire. Et donc j'ai tous mes vlogs. J'en ai 5-6. Et je sais pas quoi faire. Il est, je pense, pas loin de 3h du mat. Et ouais, pas loin de 3h du mat. Et je me suis maquillée, préparée et tout. Je me disais, vas-y, ce soir, j'enchaîne les vidéos. J'avais trouvé le moyen que ma caméra ne chauffe pas trop pour pouvoir enchaîner les vidéos parce que j'ai galéré la nuit d'avant. Parce que ma caméra elle chauffait, donc au bout de 2 minutes ça s'arrêtait, je pouvais recommencer la vidéo. Enfin bref, c'était une vraie galère. Enfin bref, je m'étais préparée, j'étais prête quoi. Je suis dégoûtée, je sais pas quoi faire. Si je me démaquille, je vais me coucher et puis j'espère que ça va revenir dans la nuit. Je sais pas, j'ai essayé d'écrire plein de mots de passe pour voir si ça me revenait. Rien. Je me souviens que d'un truc, un chiffre. Enfin, le chiffre. Et c'est tout. Bon, vas-y. Bref. J'ai pas Alzheimer. J'ai une excellente mémoire. Mais vous savez, il y a des situations dans lesquelles, bizarrement, il y a plusieurs situations dans ma vie, bizarrement, je n'ai aucun souvenir et détail de ce qui s'est passé. C'est-à-dire, je n'ai aucun. Et bizarrement, ce sont des situations où j'étais avec des gens. Donc c'est d'autant plus choquant. J'ai des souvenirs extrêmement précis de, par exemple, s'il y a eu des photos dans la soirée qui ont été prises. Je me souviens de ces moments-là en particulier. Et par contre, je ne me souviens de rien d'autre. Par exemple, je me souviens d'informations qu'on m'a données avant ces événements-là. Et après, un blackout sur ce qui s'est passé à ce moment précis. Et, enfin, pas à ce moment précis, mais sur une durée de temps. Et, par exemple, le visage des personnes. Je suis plutôt physionomiste, en plus. Donc, je ne peux pas me souvenir le visage de certaines personnes que j'ai vues pendant 6 heures d'affilée, 6, 7, 8 heures d'affilée. Truc impossible quoi. C'est pas des gens que j'ai croisés. Même des gens que je croise dans le métro, dans la rue, je les reconnais. C'est déjà arrivé de voir des gens dans le métro, 2 fois de suite dans la même journée, à des heures complètement espacées. Juste croisés, je me souviens d'eux. Et il y a des gens, j'ai passé une soirée avec eux, 6 heures. Je me souviens qu'ils étaient là, parce que je me souviens avec qui on était, qu'il y avait ce truc-là à faire. Je ne peux plus me rappeler de leur visage. Ils pourraient être assis en face de moi aujourd'hui. Je ne pourrais pas les reconnaître. Il y a par exemple des trucs genre ce qu'on a mangé, la conversation qu'on a échangée. Alors que j'ai une excellente mémoire pour des trucs que des gens me racontent. Tu peux me parler d'une de tes collègues, tu m'en as parlé il y a 5 ans. La collègue, je ne l'ai jamais rencontrée. Tu m'en reparles 5 ans après, je te dis, ah mais c'est pas la collègue qui t'avait, ou qui fait nana, ou qui nana. Tu vas me dire, ouais c'est ça, c'est elle. Impossible les gars. Il y a des soirées spécifiques avec des gens spécifiques. Je n'ai plus aucun souvenir. Aucun souvenir. Vous pouvez me demander combien on était, qu'est-ce que vous avez mangé, leur visage, comment je suis arrivée, comment je suis partie. Je me souviens juste d'épisodes avant, après, et d'informations qu'on m'a données avant qu'on y aille. Le reste, faut pas me demander, je ne m'en souviens plus. Je ne m'en souviens plus du tout. Alors que les trucs qui sont passés après, en dehors de l'endroit en particulier, eh bien, je m'en souviens. Et puis c'était en plus des trucs... Donc voilà. Là, ça m'est arrivé. Il faut savoir que quelques jours avant, j'étais malade. Vous savez le genre de maladie dont je parle. So I just woke up, so I have no makeup on, so I have to erase my Mac again. J'en ai tellement pas envie, mon Dieu. Mais Dieu merci, toutes mes vidéos, absolument tout, est sauvegardé dans mon disque dur externe. Donc je vais rien perdre en soi. Mais j'ai trop peur de devoir remonter mes vidéos. Alors, ça me prend pas trop de temps pour le faire. J'ai tout essayé, mon compte il est bloqué. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. It's 10 to 4 and I haven't checked my emails in last time I checked them it was Friday and today we are Wednesday, and I checked my emails and I saw that one package was delivered. I was like, nobody came and it's my doorbell. So that's a bit weird. But I'm going to check where they dropped it. So let's see that together. And I'm taking the trash down as well. There's a weird smell in the corridor. Oh my god. Most of the time, I get out of my house and there's a really bad smell in the corridor, right? And I know some people are going to complain, but listen, I've got people who don't live with me who knows I don't take a shower, and they know exactly why, because I've got a reason. They have something to say about my personal life within the home, meaning as soon as I step a toe out, I'm showered, I'm cleansed. You don't see me going out unwashed because I was exhausted. I was working, I went to bed at 3 a.m. I had a delivery at 6. I took my shower the day before, and the delivery time is like 10 minutes. So, and this was the only time. Normally, I always wake up, I always take a shower, get ready and everything. Unless I'm like extremely exhausted. And even though, so, just to say something, I cook. When I stay home and I don't open the window, sometimes you smell food, but that's normal. Go in the shower and the bathroom, after it smells like soap, you know what I mean? I never smell food on me. I live in a very tiny studio apartment. You can never catch me smelling food. Never. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. I dislike it. It can be the food I love the most. if I'm not hungry, I'm not ready to eat. I hate smelling food around. You know what I mean? I don't like it. When I've got like a pan that, I cooked in it and then I put water, before cleaning it, and it smells food, I hate this. It can drive me crazy. People have no idea. I can stand. It can drive me crazy in the sense that it bothers me. Like it can make me stop from doing something. It's hard to stop me from doing something. It gotta be something like extremely important. But this, I'm crazy about this. Basically, you see me checking in the bin area, not just like that, but because once this is exactly where they left my package. So there's nothing here. Nothing here. Got 1 letter. Which is weird because like 2 weeks ago there was like packages here for like a whole week. No one touches them. You see the cardigan I'm wearing on the video? This cardigan was given to me. I didn't buy it. In 2016, I sold all my clothes. I had so many nice clothes, well kept, high heels, shoes, everything, stylish, everything. Like, it was very stylish. And I found myself with not enough clothes, like almost no clothes at all, like very little. You have no idea. And this cardigan was given to me, and it was in an excellent maintenance. It was well maintained. Like I can keep clothes for like a whole decade, and I have no issue with that. I live in here. I got my clothes in no time after. And for example, this cardigan, on the shoulder, you've got like holes, and it looks like somebody came and just like done them up. And when I found out about it, I was like, what the hell? Especially that this cardigan is thick, so it's not easy thing to do. You can't really break it like this. You get to force your weight down, and you need to cut it a little bit. So somebody cut it with a pair of scissors and things like this. So you see that's the other type of things that happened to me here. It's weird because they say when I received an email saying that I picked up my package, no one came in. So the package was meant to be delivered between Friday and the 2nd of June. 2nd or 3rd of June. And basically on the 23rd, Friday, I let my phone open. Since then, I've got issues with my network because this is why I always put my... And they never let me a message. I'm gonna check now. We're gonna check together. It they tried to contact me on my phone. So I'm gonna show you something. Here's my phone, right? I never, unless I need it, I never use my SMS nor my phone. So it's only when I need it for a delivery that I use those parameters, right? It's almost 6:30 in the morning. Yeah. I am booking an appointment to go and buy a mobile phone, a new one. Because the one I have is with dual SIM cards, and yeah. So I have to do this. I've got to pick up my packages, and before I go to bed, brush my teeth and everything, I have to file a claim about my package of last week that is nowhere in the building. I mean, I haven't seen it. So yeah, okay, that was an update. So there was issue with the train. So now I'm walking all the way to pick up one of my package, and I got one. Like I showed you, like I told you, and like I showed you as well. I've got one that never been delivered to me, so I need to call them. So I guess I'm going to do it now while I'm working. And yeah, and it's very warm, it's very hot, and I decided to wear for the first time my sweet cardigan. So that's a men's cardigan. It's not a woman fit, so it's like a little bit loose, and this is what I was aiming for. So I like that style. And I'm wearing my Levi's pants. Oh my god, they're too tight. They are like way too tight for me. Like they're so tight now that I'm losing length. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Right? So yeah, that's the update. Yeah guys, so basically on that day I went to buy a mobile phone, which I have issues with the screen. Oh, I know. At first it was there's an application where there's an app where in which you can ask to be remotely helped with your phone, right? And on my phone, when you click on it, that app, they don't even ask you to confirm to use the app. Basically, the app opens itself. You just click by mistake on it, and the app just open it, download. It's not even open. It's download itself straight onto your phone. And so at first it was that app that broke into my phone screen. Other than that, I'm very happy with my phone. Other than that, I'm very happy with both of my phone actually. But it's true that my Xiaomi sorry. It's true that my Xiaomi, there were so many things that they've changed. Like you guys have no idea how many things they've changed in between. But I remember at the beginning it was horrible. Like it was crazy. Like that's fun. I was like, man, I paid like, it's not an iPhone, but yet it's still money. It's like you're paying for a car, and then you're not driving your car, but somebody else is driving it for you. And so they take you go somewhere here, and you're like, but that's not where I want to go. You know what I mean? It's like, so I know you got a contract where the phone is insured for a certain amount of time. Yet, I pay it, it's mine. It's like, I'm wearing my sweater, and then there's somebody from Mango that can come and say, oh, I'm sorry, not today. The sweater. And because during the 30 days where you can return it, it still belongs to us. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it's a bad example, but it's for you to get the vibe of what I'm explaining right now, right? On that day, this is my neighbor, I don't know if you heard her, I hope you did. And basically, I was taking the tube, and I got sprayed on. So this is what I was explaining in the previous video. Like when I take the transportation, people sprayed things on me that got me sick because they need something from me, right? And I was sprayed on when I was in the tube. Somehow, I don't know why, I moved. I changed wagon, and then I moved myself to be placed where they can't spray on me, or when they do, we see them. You know what I mean? And after that, no tube anymore. They stopped the line. So once again, and it was line number 9 on that day. So it was a tube number 9, because I was going to pick up my packages, because I had 2 more packages to pick up in 2 different locations. And the package I didn't receive, it was basically the cardigan from Mango. That's the one I didn't receive. Yeah, I need to find that video, because I have a video and a picture of a little box, a black little box, that was basically, that was lead. So it wasn't just a pot of flour, or I don't know what that is, but it was like something with a light switching in on and off. Like it was like a Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Like you got the green and red light. It was like a I need to find this, because that's funny. It's like my neighbor actually removed the flower pot she had on the window, which actually created the water damage around my window in the room. And she had this, but she had something else. Because it's funny how I would wake up every morning and there would be like full water on my window board for no reason. Like I wake up every morning, I check every morning, full water, like if I spilled something like 2 glasses of water. That's why. Like and the board is like large like that, you know what I mean? And I say 2 to 3 sometimes, but not on the rainy days. Not on the rainy days. On the rainy nights, I would wake up, my board is dry, it's clean, it's normal. On the normal days, I'm waking up in the morning full of water. And I'm like, where the hell is it coming from? And when the window was open, it was like dust. If I would leave my windows open during the day, they would throw dust in the home. I would like find things of. I would clean up on Sunday, because I was working back on Monday. So every Sunday I would clean up the studio. and I will take my trash out. I will come back. The evening, they will be here. And I'm like, did somebody went down in my trash, in my bins that I put in the trash can, and they opened it to take my hair, bring it back upstairs, open the studio, and throw my hair on the floor. Yes. Yeah, they do that. Now you see why I give them names. I was sweating like I didn't for a long time. My God, I need to take better care of myself. Of course, when you see me sweating like this, that's not me. The me is the one that can go in Spain. It's 38 degrees and I got a cardigan on and I'm okay-ish. That's the real me. Everybody knows. I went to Kenya. I went to Tanzania. In Kenya was a little bit warm though. I was kind of okay. In Tanzania, I was cold. I felt cold, super cold. When I'm feeling great, I don't feel the heat that much, okay? So when I'm sweating like this, and especially that sweat, it's kind of special. It's not like normal sweat. That's what's up. This is not going well. This is not going well. Oh my God, look at that. Juste parce que j'ai attaché mon jean là, ça a déteint sur mon débardeur blanc. En fait, j'ai un crop top. Donc je suis rentrée, j'ai passé l'aspirateur, j'ai remis mes produits à leur place. Du coup, à chaque fois que je sors, en fait, c'est la galère. Tous les aliments qui sont liquides ou les épices, ceux qui sont ouverts, les sauces et des trucs comme ça, je les range dans une valise que je ferme à clé. Parce que au cas où quelqu'un a la possibilité de s'introduire pendant mon absence, bah en fait ça évite qu'ils mettent je ne sais quoi dans mon... qu'ils mettent des pilules d'avortement dans ma bouffe ou même autre chose en fait, des bactéries, voilà, la totale quoi. Donc voilà, j'ai passé l'aspirateur. Là en fait je vais me faire un masque pour les cheveux. J'ai acheté mon téléphone. Faut que j'achète une nouvelle carte SIM. Voilà. Et aussi cette semaine ce qu'on va faire ensemble, c'est que je vais m'épiler à la cire. Alors, épilation à la cire, je crois que je l'ai fait 2 fois dans ma vie. Et j'ai dû le faire 2 fois en institut. J'ai acheté des bandes la semaine dernière, enfin pendant ma dernière livraison de course, j'ai reçu les bandes et j'ai acheté aussi, il y a 3 semaines de ça, de la cire, donc il va falloir que je fasse chauffer au bain-marie et voilà. Donc je vais faire mon masque pour les cheveux et peut-être que j'ai filmé, peut-être pas, et oui mes cheveux paraissent très foncés là. I didn't record it because it was a disaster. Complete disaster. I think I spent like 6 hours So I bought the wax jar. I bought also the waxing paper, waxing stripes, I don't know how you say that. And basically the waxing stripes, I didn't sew it at first, were actually waxing straps by themselves. So there was already like wax on it. And I realized only after I put all the waxing gel on my legs. So it was a disaster to remove twice the wax I was supposed to put on my legs. I had so many leftovers. I had so many few stripes. It worked. I hurt myself. Let me show you. I will show you later. I hurt myself. After that, I do my hair mask again. Look at that. Look. Oh, I hurt myself. Never seen such things. Oh my god. This side, I think, yeah, really hurt myself right there. So yeah, it was a disaster. Just a quick update. You see, in one of my vlogs, I told you about coming back here, walking with my white socks, and the floor was nasty. Like, my socks were like black. And I was like, wait, what? I cleaned before I left, and I was away for like 3 days. And it wasn't the first time, because I remember when I was working every Sunday, I would clean up the apartment. Shower, sink, kitchen, floor, everything. And I would come back on Monday evening from work, and I would find like a chunk of dust, like on the floor, or my hair that was in the bin. They would go in the bin, put it out from the bin, and come in here and put it on the floor. And today when I was waxing, I put some wax on the floor, so I just cleaned it with that travel towel, no? And I wanted to clean my home shoes. And look at them. Except the wax, it's like barely dusty. And I haven't cleaned them in like something like at least 3 weeks. At least I've done it, but a long time ago. I can't remember when, but it was at least, and I'm being nice, because I really think maybe more than 1.5 months. So yeah, I just realized that. Je suis sûre qu'il y a des schlag dans cet appareil photo. Schlag une fois, schlag pour toujours. gonna start slamming down the pans and the walls. This manifestation basically is happening when they go down the, how do you say, the toilet canalization, and there's no eggs when it was supposed to be some. Because during this weekend I inhaled gases. I slept with my windows not really open, but it wasn't locked. It was closed but not locked, so there's like a little bit of air coming in. And basically I woke up in the night coughing with my nose a little bit itchy. And this is what happened when they spray the abortion molecule. I don't know how to call that. And when I took the transportation last week to go and buy my phone, they sprayed it on me twice. They sprayed it in the shop where I was buying it, and they sprayed it again when I was in the tube going back home to pick up, not going back to going to pick up my delivery. And during this weekend I found something in my underwear, so I'm clean. Their way to complain without speaking it out. That's their way to tell to the neighborhood, you didn't do your job properly, girl. The pans are empty. There's no food. Let's watch them. Yeah, that beautiful city, right? arriver dans 2 ou 3 jours. J'ai vu le mail hier. Et en fait, ils vous proposent de choisir la livraison. Donc moi, j'ai demandé à ce que le colis soit livré à ma porte. Sauf qu'il n'y a personne qui a sonné, il n'y a personne qui est venu, qui a tapé. Et je suis réveillée depuis 8h30. Enfin, depuis hier, 8h30. Et là, aujourd'hui, il est 5h35. 5h35. Donc j'ai pas dormi depuis 8h30. Et 5h35, j'ai bossé sur ma vidéo. Je me suis lavé les cheveux, j'ai fait mon masque. J'ai regardé les réseaux sociaux, j'ai fait une lessive. Enfin bref, je me suis occupée. Donc j'ai pas dormi depuis hier matin. Donc là, je vais mettre mes chaussures. Sans chaussettes, normal. Okay. Je vais en profiter peut-être pour jeter la poubelle. Tout ça de déchets recyclables à jeter. Le colis, il y a des bols. J'ai reçu un bol en plastique comme ça. Deux autres bols, un comme ça et puis un en plastique. Okay, about my lens, it's dirty. Try to clean it, but I need to find that thing right here. Not right now. I'm awake since 24 hours. I'm falling asleep while I'm still editing that video. It's over an hour. It's super long. I'm trying my best. I changed so many things so many times. I'm just trying to make something like super serious. In the same time a little bit entertaining. But just trying to not lose focus. You know. And I'm exhausted, I'm falling asleep, but I can't just switch off my laptop, because if I let my laptop running with a lot of battery, like right now it's 80%, if I do that, I get hacked, and then I can't get in my Mac anymore. This is how they hacked it. If I leave like more than 5% battery before I go, oh no, not 5, I would say about 10% and 15%, it gives you about an hour or even 2 hours Parce que, en fait, je le set up d'une façon où... Enfin, de toute façon, on sait très bien que le Mac, s'il est piraté à distance, c'est qu'il y a des gens de boutique Apple qui se baladent avec les lecteurs là, à distance. Vous voyez, qui peuvent rentrer dans les Macs et qui peuvent rentrer dans les téléphones Apple. Et que comme ça. C'est impossible que mon Mac soit piraté à distance sans être branché à la prise, sans que le Wi-Fi soit branché. C'est impossible. Impossible. Autrement. Vous voyez ce que je veux dire? Et de plus, on sait que pour le pirater comme ça, il faut être dans un certain périmètre de distance. Donc c'est forcément, soit la voisine d'à côté, la voisine et le voisin, parce qu'ils sont en couple, soit le couple au-dessus, soit la petite vieille en dessous, parce que la petite vieille en dessous, elle a de la bouteille, mais elle est coriace.
So I can't do that. So I always get to train my MacBook until the end, until it's like 2 or 3%. So 2 or 3% it lasts like 20 minutes max, something like this. And we are only at 79%. I'm exhausted. I just wanna go to bed. Just lay down my head on the pillow. Think about nothing. And just fall asleep quietly with all my body being completely relaxed. And just sleep for 3 hours, then I wake up. Then what I usually do is I check my phone, so I check my emails, I check the social network, and sometimes I'm like, Madeleine, you can't just sleep like 3 hours, you got to go back to bed. Girl, you need at least 7 hours of sleep, okay? So I drink, sometimes I take off my hair or do something for like 20 minutes. And then I go back to bed for like, I don't know, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. And usually I wake up after 7 hours naturally. I don't use an alarm clock. I don't need it. I mean, right now I don't. And I always wake up with the same amount of sleep. And yeah, but the day I have kids, I was thinking about something. I was like thinking about something else, but I didn't say it, and then I wanted to. I'm falling asleep right now, so I'm snacking a little bit to keep me awake. That one's hot. That one is really hot. But don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. So get
Okay, right now I am in Belgium. I came here just so I can set up my laptop, and I had 3 days. So I was like, okay, if I've got some time, I can maybe go around, visit, have a tour, and things like this. But guess how many hours I slept during these 3 days? I slept like 7 hours. Yeah, basically, they called on in the room and they said, "Madam, it's 12:30. You need to check out." And I replied to them. I said, "Yeah, no, I woke up like actually very late." And I told them, "Do you know I haven't slept the whole night? Like during the whole night, they were banging the doors, the walls. It was unbearable." I hope I can find a picture of what was written on my laptop, on my Mac, sorry. It was written basically that it would took me like 13 hours to download the Sonoma. This is how my laptop was updating before. So I would have to leave my laptop like for 13 hours on some public Wi-Fi, because every time I would try to use my mobile data, it would not work. You know what I mean? It would say we can't get to the server. I was like, wait, what? And I could not do anything about it. So I needed to go somewhere else. But because I had neighborhoods following me around, like booking the same hotels as I do, going to the same country, and I would have people following me around. So the best way for me to do that was to go to another country, because then they need to follow me. I don't know them, I'm not their friend. I've never been a friend to anybody in that building. There's only the neighborhood next door. One day I just asked her if she had a lemon, no, some liquid lemon. She didn't have any, she had like real lemon, so she gave me a lemon. And I was like, oh no, it's fine. She was like, no, take the lemon, take the lemon. And then she offered me to come and have a dinner with her and some other neighborhood, the one living next door. And I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm working. Can't remember what I said, but I refused. And twice she had me out with moving my sofa and my library into the, no, not the library. Oh yes, the library, the sofa, and the wardrobe. She did help me out. I didn't know how to say thanks, so basically I gave her chocolates. What else did I do? I also made her nails. I tried, because I've got the machine at home, and I just bought it and I did it for myself, and it worked, but I didn't want to damage her nails, so I didn't file it like this before applying it. I just applied it, and she said in 2 days it was gone. But I'm not a professional, so I didn't want to hurt her or do something bad. But basically I did her nails. I don't remember what else I've done. We talked, and that was it. And one day, I don't know why, oh yeah, why I stopped talking to her, because I was like, do you know I've got weird noises in my studio? And she was like, oh really? Oh, that's weird, that's strange. And I was like, yeah, I've got like crazy noises at night. Don't you hear them? And she was like, no, I don't hear them. And she was like, what? How is that sounds like? And she was super convincing, like, blonde hair, blue eyes, and like, you would not think she teacher, teenager's teacher. She even told me one thing strange one day, and I was like, oh, okay. When I told her I was sexually harassed by one guy, the only guy who in my entire school, and she was like, oh, this son, he was in love with you. I was like, that woman is teaching. She's a teacher to teenagers, like for real. Never heard somebody doing that. It's like people are, they're limitless. You know what I mean? Like, there are things like you can't really give your opinion or your sense about, and this is one of those. And that was one, I think a little. And another thing is, one time I talked about money and I saw a face, and that was somebody else, and I was like, oh, what? And that was strange. That was really strange. And the last time we really got together, she helped me out to install my wardrobe, because I bought from somebody a wardrobe, and instead of buying a new one, I should have bought a new one. But I went and I bought from somebody a wardrobe, and that night, I don't know what I did, I lost 12 euros. I was like, well, where is that money? Like, I was like, no, I didn't give it to the guy. I paid by card, so I'm supposed to still have that change. And she was in the room, and I went to the toilet quickly, but I don't know. And she came back 2 days later to help me out building the wardrobe. And she I don't know how she did that. She sat on the temporary wardrobe I bought, the one I told you about, that's like 10 euros quickly on Amazon. I can't remember. The one that you build quickly is like a trail. It's not even a real wardrobe, it's like a trail. And she sat down on it. She almost broke it, and she didn't felt it. And I was like, how did you not felt that bar under your arse with an R? And yeah, she almost broke that. And before that, when I had my sofa, when I bought my sofa, she sat down on it with her periods, and she sat down on it, and then she helped me out. We talked a little and blah 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 and everything. Then she went to her apartment. She came back. And I was like, what's wrong? She said, oh, she came in and she checked and said, oh my god, I was so scared because I got my period and I sat down, so, but it's all good. I was like, okay, thank god, it's all good. And then I was like, okay girl, okay, well, we're gonna stop. But it was like, this was not the last thing. The last thing was almost breaking down my wardrobe. I was like, so this is my trip to Belgium, and I was a bit disappointed because the first time I came, it was for to go to a concert, right? And the bedroom I had was so nice. It was like brand new. It was like clean and everything. For this day, they changed my room like 3 times. Yeah, basically, it's. I mean, the purpose of an hotel is to be a place where you can relax, sleep, and enjoy quietness, right? At the time, I was, as you can guess, I was exhausted. Like going to Belgium just to stay in another room, and I would have preferred going somewhere in Paris. It didn't cost me much more than it would have cost me in Paris, so this is why I went to Belgium. And and for the second time, they refused me access to the swimming pool when actually I don't have my periods. And they did that. Basically, they can't refuse you access. It's like you want to come to the bar, you booked an hotel, you want to come to the bar, and then they refuse you access to the bar. Like, wait, what? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, don't let me book your hotel in the first place. So, it was a long time ago. It was 2022. And why? Because I don't want to go to municipal swimming pools because of the safety of my belongings. But I prefer to go in an hotel swimming pool. If I don't have my periods, there's no issue with it. Like, water stops. Even basically water, I always heard that water stops the period. Never try to go in water with my periods. But and actually people do not know what are periods like. We live in a strange world, very much. So, and it's not my role to say it, because you will know what a period really like if you had them. That's it. You could almost believe they're paid to do that, but the truth is they are not paid to do that. It's like for free that they're doing this, for free. Alright guys, so now I'm leaving the hotel, and I hope you can hear me properly because of the suitcase. And so I came to Belgium so I can finally set up my laptop, because the electricity network where I live can be corrupted. So when I want to go, I was like, okay, let me go somewhere else and just set up again my laptop, and why not my phone. So I came here. The first night I arrived, there was an issue with the aircon. Like, it was way too cold. It was all the time working, even when you put it off. Like, there was always like cold air coming out, and it was horrible. It was super, super, super cold. So yeah. So when they offered me the heater, I was like, no, I'm not. I don't want the heater. I don't want the aircon. I just want normal air. So they offered me like to have a heater, and I was like, no, because 3 weeks ago I went to an hotel in France, which was a scam hotel. It was hell of a scam. Like, I was so shocked, because first of all, the picture didn't look like the reality. There was still some noises, so I slept with the TV on, and I hate doing that. Like, either I fall asleep watching something, but I don't like to sleep with the TV on. Huh? And in the morning, they changed my room. So first, they gave me a room that was exactly the same as the previous one. So I don't know if there's okay. 2 minutes. Okay. So they gave me a room that is like the other one, right? After that, they offered me another room, a double bedroom, which is a little bit bigger, more space. So it was nicer, right? No issue with the aircon and everything. But the doors, like the bedroom doors, the bathroom doors, was like broken. The kettle hasn't been cleaned for like, I don't know, a year or something. And so I started to clean it myself. And then I asked the cleaning lady if she could like use a product, right, to help me out. And I've got a ticket. And it's so nice. And so I stayed in that room. And everything is going okay. I start my setup for my laptop. And during the setup, the room next to mine, the one before and the one after, start like to make like crazy noises. Like they were slamming the doors like 4 times in the rows. They were banging the walls. They were making every noises like you can imagine. Like the guy was on the phone like for 2 hours. After 2 hours, I called the reception and trust me, I made more calls during 3 days than I did in 2 months. Like I was shocked. I think I called them like 4 times. So I called them. The noises stopped. They stopped from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 10 in the evening. And from 10 in the evening, they start again. And they went crazy. They went crazy until like 3 o'clock in the night, in the middle of the night. And I had to put the TV on, quite loud, but not the loudest. And so I think I slept like 3 hours, something like this. And the night before I slept like 3 hours as well. In the morning, I went to the guy at the reception. I told him, I said, yeah, they were making like crazy noises and everything. So, and my last night, like tonight, they did the same thing but worse, and there was the bedroom just above mine, who came in the middle, right? So what I did is I put my TV on and I started to reset my phone because I was like, okay, if I'm not sleeping, let me do that. So I reset my phone. And in the morning, I slept 1 hour. I made sure I slept at least 1 hour. And in the morning, at lunchtime, when I came down, I said to the woman, this is not acceptable. Like I slept like 7 hours in an hotel and I stayed for like 2 nights. And she said, we will see what we will do. You know what she tells me? She said, oh, but the people around your room, they're from France. And she was like, they're from APEC. And I subscribe to APEC actually. I'm siding over that, so I know a little bit. The first lawsuit I won against my employer because the files I did were so worth like 300,000 euros. Because if you got the software that does what I did, that's the price you're gonna have to pay, right? If my last employer wanted to pay me, they would have paid me from the first day. If they don't pay me now, knowing that the money is going higher every day, that's not smart from them, right? But most people do not know this. And and plus there's also like a law article where the company can force you to take the money. So if they wanted to pay, very important thing to say, because ignorance can kill, trust me. And I forgot to tell you, I still got one thing to validate with my school, and basically I'm making a file that is like, yeah, it's worth a lot of money too. So you see me now leaving Belgium after like 7 hours of sleep. I even, in my mind, I was like, maybe I will go and visit and everything, but you know. Part, you are going to hear me reading the subtitles because I'm going to have to mute the video of this sequence, because on YouTube they were playing some classic copyright matter. I'm going to mute it and I'm going to read what I was saying in the video. So I just get off the tram. I've got a philosophy: if people are not ashamed of what they do, don't be ashamed to talk about it. Okay, let me give you another hint. You see what you see on that right there, the screen, just right there. That is when somebody is trying to access your screen. Basically, you're gonna have on the screen that kind of, you know, it's like a TV trying to get to the network, and the image is not like stable. The image is not stable, right? So if you see something like this when you are recording, chances are there's somebody else trying to access your camera or trying to access your screen. Especially when the relationship is not contracted, you have no obligation towards them. Most often, my complaints are not from retaliation perspective, but more to set the record straight, to clear the air. Guys, listen, this is entertainment. Why? Because I'm not trying to be a school teacher. I'm not a school teacher. I will never be. But this is this content right now. When I go back to this content that is not like traveling, like you don't see me traveling right now. There's nothing cute about it. It's informative type of content. And that content, I don't do it to seduce you. I don't do it to please. If I wanted to please you and seduce you, I will find something else. I will not be talking about this. Be real. Don't complain about that content. You don't like it? Don't watch it. You like it? Watch it, like it, subscribe, support, and you will have more information that you hardly find somewhere else, right? And the thing is, this content is for the people who need to know it. The people I want to care for. You don't like the content, then you're not the person I'm looking for to care for. That's it. It's very simple. this content is basically made for some people to understand that when you see a mass of people on somebody, there's reasons why. Those reasons are related to something that they deeply miss out, something that you hardly found somewhere else. If what I had, everybody else has had it, they would not care about me. Nobody was trying to hack me. They would not care. They'd be like, oh yeah, that girl, oh, she's fine. She's cool. Like, nah, they will not need to knife up my hat if I leave it on a chair in another lobby. Like, I can't go to toilet and leave a hat that belongs to me on a chair. Somebody waits for me to go to the toilet, come in the lobby and knife it up. This is how people go crazy on me. So, because we see them on social network, which is like a blessing, you need to know why and you need to know how. Because sometimes it's not that. Sometimes we all are somebody else's thumbs. That's the way it is. We all are somebody else's thumbs. There are some people, they just convinced that nobody else is taking them as them. I'm not a counselor, so I stay in my place. But we all have this in our life. Sometimes you just kept quiet because people leave you asleep, but you don't fully see the picture. And people sometimes, they hate on you because then you start to speak and then they have to start to look at the picture around. Or it's not as great as I thought I made it look. So, you know what I mean? It's to each his own. That's it. But I make this content for the people I want to care for. I'm aware that a lot of people don't appreciate me. The reason is mostly because I know my rights and my mistake, and therefore theirs. It's going back to what I was saying earlier. People need things that are mine, and they act like I'm being. They act like, are you serious about yourself right now? Like, you know when somebody wants something from you and they're like, what? You're not gonna lend it to me? You're not gonna share with me? Like, what? Are you serious? You're not gonna lend it to me? You're not gonna share with me? Like, what? Are you serious about yourself right now? And you're like, who is you? Who is you? I know it's not correct to say this, but it's to summarize the dumbness of the conversation. When I say, who's you? It's like, why you don't make it make sense? Like, what is crazy? You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a fun way to summarize and to give an answer to somebody that looks like they don't get it, right? And no, it's not that they look like they don't get it. They somehow believe they're right in their mind, right? So, and then they want to give you like specific social lesson about society, and you're like, you know, it's quite crazy. It's like people are going to sometimes to give you lesson about life on things that they don't even master themselves. And you can give informations that you have, but you can't give, like, you can give informations that you have. You can give your opinion, your personal opinion, and you say, this is factual, this is my personal opinion. No, not this is factual, but this is my personal opinion. This is what I think. This is what I believe in. This is what I strongly stand firm for. And the issue is like those people knows they are wrong. So they always trying to look something to hide behind. But the thing they're hiding behind doesn't even support what they say. So it's like, what are you trying hard to lie? It doesn't support what you're trying to hide yourself behind. Even here is not for you. Be quiet. And sometimes you're like trying to protect them, because if I see you, who doesn't see you? If you see me, who doesn't see me? It's life. If you see me, somebody else is seeing you, seeing me. That's the way it goes. If I don't see you, chances are you do not see me. What I mean by that is, if I see what you share online and what you believe is righteous, when everything tells you it is, you won't be protected for that. You won't be protected for that. It's like this. That's how the world goes. It's like some people try to hide themselves behind icons, not behind scriptures, behind icons. And then they convince themselves by reading the scriptures in a way that reassures them. It's like the lullaby that I was sung when I was a kid, and it makes me feel so sleepy. And therefore, they're like reading scriptures, and I'm like, it's like, for example, I'm reading an article, and basically that article is like very old. It's not from social media, from the social network era. It's a very old article. And that article was made for, I'm trying to find a good example, but that article is made for people trying to find something that's not gonna be badly reused or something like this. It's like trying to read an article that's made for giraffes. Yeah, for giraffes. And basically, that article says, a giraffe needs to drink 16 gallons of water a day. They need to eat flowers, only the pink flowers, because they are allergic and sensitive to orange and blue flowers. And giraffes, they need to walk 60 kilometers a day for them to be healthy. And I read this article. It's a really old article, and the article talks about giraffes. And I'm basically a human being. I'm a woman. But I'm like, well, I'm a giraffe. Because I can. Look, I can. I can adopt a baby giraffe. And I can buy clothes with giraffe prints on it. And I can make a hairstyle that looks like horns. I think it's horns of giraffes. I don't know if it's horns, if they are horns, giraffe horns. And I can drink like this now. You know what I mean? I can do everything like a giraffe. But the thing is, the writer and the publisher, when they publish their stories and they sign it up with their names, they don't think that you, the human, are going to act like a giraffe. They're just sharing informations. And sometimes the information they write and sometimes they're not, like, you know, they need to be updated, right? But you're free to be like a giraffe, but sometimes the scriptures doesn't belong to everybody. There are things that in books, in every book, there are things, informations that are given to you that applies to some people in some time, in a certain way, in a certain amount of quantity. It's, you know what I mean, like, it's not one book for one person from A to Z unless it's written down. Unless it's written low for the beginners. This is a book for the beginners who want to study law. Can be male, can be female, doesn't matter. It's for everybody. If what you read is not going to tell you, you are not concerned by it. You are supposed to be able to know yourself if you are concerned by it. Sometimes I just read things to get information. And sometimes there are things I can't hide myself behind it because it just doesn't apply to me. And it's the same with scriptures. You know what I mean? And it's very complicated because it's not even complicated. We all know most of European societies where, not the States, not the United States. The United States is complicated. It's very much complicated. I'm talking about Europe, actually. Like straight Europe, not Europeans people. Europe, the continent. Europe, most countries, and actually thinking all countries, all European countries, were at some point strictly organized by the church. After you had like different branches out of the church, you had then the temples, and then and then you had like different way to pray God or to believe icons or things like this, right? But all the countries were basically ruled strictly by the kingdom and by the church. And the law made and decided by the clergy, I don't know how you say it in English, so we're gonna look for that together. No, it's good sometimes, but I will not mind like big books, to be honest. Clergy, okay. So the states were closely ruled by the kingdom and the clergy. But basically, the kingdom has to abide by the clergy. So basically, the clergy was the ruler of the state. They were doing everything. They were the one counting, writing, reading, speaking Latin, and things like this. They were the counselor. They were making the laws and everything like this. So this is why we all started with the religious laws. And then with the time and the eras and the revolutions and things like this, the religious laws became state laws. But basically it's the same. It's the same root, the same thing. You can't steal, you can't lie, you can't, I can't remember. It's like the commandment. In English, you say? I don't know. And I'm very bad at it, but I know this for a fact. I know this for sure. Not for a fact, but for sure. Like, religious laws, no matter the religion actually, came before the, I'm not gonna say society laws. Yeah, society laws. But society laws actually are the religious laws. That's what's up. So if it's not legal as in a general society, it is not in a religious community. I'm not inventing anything. Like, you can't be surprised. What I'm saying is not even crazy. Okay, so the ticket is booked. Now I need to find something to eat because I am starving. The pineapple this morning was not enough, so let me nourish myself. So basically, I didn't plan on which time I will come back to Paris, because I thought on the first night I would have fixed my laptop. Basically, I checked bus ticket because I went to Belgium in bus. Why I take the bus? I take the bus because if I will be going by car, it will be the same. You know what I mean? It's almost the same price. It's the same time. So I take the bus because and especially before I hate buses. So when I used to live in London, I would always take the Eurostar. Like by 2009, I wasn't taking the bus anymore. The last time I took the bus because I had to make many when return to UK to take back my stuff because I was moving to Germany. And between 2009 to 2013, I would go by Eurostar only. And plus, I wasn't into driving at that time. More and more into driving, so 6 hours by bus is like, one day you're gonna have to drive those 6 hours, so get used to it. But anyway, in the bus I sleep, so you know, I'm crazy. It's like the same time, 10 times cheaper. The train is is more comfortable. It depends, because now they got buses that are actually very comfortable. That time when I went to Belgium, actually the bus was extremely comfortable. It was a 2-floor bus. There was barely people in it. Like, we were I think 7 by the area where we were, and you had like tables, you had like because there was not a lot of people, you could sit wherever you wanted to. So it's just a tip. Like you do as you want. Eurostore, and somehow I had an issue with my PIN code. It wasn't working. You will find out later. I'm not going to say too much, but you see me now in Brussels for the longest I ever been in that city, and basically I'm waiting for the Eurostar now. Okay, I really have to say something, right? You know, ignorance can kill. When I say this, I say you can die from being ignorant because you didn't take the time to go and look for the information or something like this, right? Like, you know, I know that for the suitcase with my employer, the fact that they didn't pay, so it could be seen that way, and it can be seen that way because of the situation I am in with my landlord. But the truth, right? Like when I'm telling you, I made a file, but if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's real. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Like my file, there's like too many things. Like you can't even imagine. You can't even invent it. And I know there are some people who are gonna say, yeah, it's the system, na. Crazy people. It's not the system who did that. It's people. It's not the system, it's people. I always have like issues with the same demographic since I'm super young. But the thing is, I wasn't aware. So now that I'm aware, I care less and I can defend myself, right? But the thing is, the system never goes against you. You know who the system is? The system is the people. It's people creating their own reasons for it. And the thing is, as soon as you know how to defend yourself and take advantage of a hardship, then the system hates you even more. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I tried to do you wrong, and you come back better. So it's even worse. So that's why I say, you know, some people, they work harder at hating than their real job. And that is sad because for the job they pay. And it's not the same free that I think about. Me, when I talk about freedom, I'm like, can you travel wherever, whenever you want to? Can you live wherever, whenever you want to? This is freedom to me. Like that is freedom. When here we're talking about freedom. The other things like choosing a partner or things like this is not freedom. It's like personal choice. Like it just belongs to you. You know what I mean? It's not something that's universal. You know what I mean? Like nobody got the same reality with that, you know. But being able to live wherever you want to, whenever you want to, that is real freedom. No matter who you are, where you are, and you know what I mean. So I'm not abused right there, right? At the end, I can so I'm gonna nourish myself on something to eat because it's been like in 3 hours it will be like 24 hours that I didn't have a proper meal. So, and I didn't sleep. Imagine. So yeah, guys, see you later. Bye.
Merci de laisser un message après le bip sonore. Une fois votre message...
Bonsoir, locataire du logement 31. Est-ce que vous pourriez m'ouvrir la porte, s'il vous plaît? Merci. That's the delivery. I order all my food since last year, so I get it delivered at home. And yeah, I have to do all of this, so I guess nobody can come when I'm here, but they still can come when I'm out. And they stole my... Bonjour. Non, il n'y a pas d'ascenseur. So why do I order my food and get it delivered? So first of all, I did it because it was an organization matter at first. I used to organize my grocery delivery once a month. So at first I was ordering for once a month. But the issue is that the water, like I said, organization matter. Meaning I was studying at school. I was not sleeping well at night. The neighborhood was on my back. So it was like stressing, and it's like you got people, like you're doing something that's very important for you, that requires a lot of focus, calm, and peace. And then you got people who hate on you on your back, who are in your direct environment. Yeah, imagine. Okay. It's not like you've got kids around and these are your kids. You can't compare. That's not the same stress. That's not the same ambience, atmosphere. It's you can't compare. Plus, I don't have kids, but there's a school and they made sure they were heard. So it was the music, it was everything. You can't compare. I know people are gonna say, yeah, I got 5 kids. It's not the same. Your 5 kids, they can play with each other. Your 5 kids, you can drop them at their parents, maybe, or maybe even if you can't, you can put them in center, in childcare or anything like this. Your 5 kids, they can play with each other. I already said that, but I need to say it again. Your 5 kids, sometimes they naps, and you know what I mean. Like, and at night, they sleep. So, and or they sleep, or one of them is coming to disturb you, but it's not the same disturbing. You know what I mean? you can compare. One is with comfort, the other one is hate. You can compare. It hasn't to be compared. That's it. The hardest job in the world is not to be a parent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is not. So, yeah, it's not the easiest. It's not all the time easy. It's far from being the hardest job in the world. And basically, it's not even a job. So, yeah. So I had them. So, and plus at that time, as I explained, I was struck down. So my body didn't have the required energy. And it's not that even it didn't have the required energy, is I was exhausted. But they were already dragging me down back in the beginning of the year because I had like legs issues, which are gone now. But I had like legs issues, knees issues, I had like back issues. It was absolutely insane. Insane. I didn't know what was happening to me. I explained to you, sometimes I would be talking and I will be talking just like that. And it was weird because mentally and because I was like, my body was aching, I had to get help. You know what I mean? Like, I could not carry water through the free stairs. And even today, it's hard a bit. Like, today, you know, it takes me a little, right? But back then, it was literally impossible. Literally impossible. And so this is why I started to order food home. Because I didn't have the time and I didn't have the help for it. And after that,
you've got a limited amount of water that you can get at once. Oh, because I drink a lot and I needed to drink a lot because I had like some health issues. And then the second reason why I order my food and get it delivered is the weight because it's very heavy and the stores are not so close to mine, right? And so the water I could not get it in and I would need to go like to the store 3 to 4 times a week, like, which is crazy. When I was working, I was buying my water for the work and I was buying my water for home. So I would organize myself, but I would just need to go to the grocery store like once or at best twice a week. So it was manageable. But since I'm home, it's my landlord, so he blocked my access to the building. So basically I cannot go anywhere I want at the time I want to go, the day I want to go. Why? Because I don't know or how and when am I going to get in the building, right? And
so it was also a way to kind of monitor my intake of things. So basically you even see the period where I was eating hell of a sugar, you know what I mean, a lot of pizza and things like this. Crazy. I didn't even get sick like I used to. Why? Because it wasn't the food. I don't know why. It was like today was okay. There's only this bag that's like particularly, if they can't like empty up the bag before putting the things in it, I let them have it.
guys, I'm super scared. Basically, here you can see a bubble of hair and I haven't opened it. So this
is not okay. And look how liquid that is, right? Already. And before I went to Belgium, I had that one, right? And it wasn't looking like this, so because I know my neighborhood, I know how they are, I know what they do, so I wanted to buy a new one, but this one is not really trustworthy itself. So I'm going to open it to see if there is the little okay. Well, so yes, guys, okay. So I know that vlog specifically wasn't really funny. Like, I didn't have like crazy guy insulting me in the street. Easy to spiritually fight me. And it was a little bit like heavy, I must say. Like, I mean, even for me, like when I'm recording it, I'm like super serious about what I'm sharing with you. So, and I'm real about it. And when I mean I'm real about it, is the emotion is sincere. So the power of the tongue. The power of the tongue is when you speak, all people can choose to not understand. They can. Yes, they can. The wrong people can choose to not understand. The right people will understand. And that's the most important thing. The wrong people choose to not understand. It's even better because they're giving you even more proof. So it's good. It's the power of hearing. There's the power of the tongue. And there's the power of hearing. And that's real. So basically, it wasn't a fun vlog. It's a little bit heavy on the stuff, but there's still like some gems and shiny things to take out. Which one you're going to choose? And but it's a little bit more like serious about things, right? But that vlog is key for later on. And the next vlog, it's another vlog. I'm going somewhere else. So it's going to be different because you're going to see a little bit of sightseeing. And the content is a little bit different. And it's lighter. You will see that for the vlog. It's not things are becoming easier. It's like I'm taking a little bit more and more control of the surrounding. And even with the vlog, everything's going better. The hair is growing nicer. The skin is getting fairer. The weight is going to be gooder. Anything, right? So yes, okay, guys. See you for the next vlog. And I wish you all an excellent week.